So the first question that comes to mind is, why do scenes get deleted from movies? Is it because they are inappropriate, make the movie too long, or simply don't add much to the story? Marvel Studios follows the PG-13 rule, meaning adult scenes are not allowed since children also watch these movies. So if you look at it, every movie has some deleted scenes. Today, we'll talk about some deleted scenes that have been quite controversial. Let's start with a bang. A deleted scene where we see Gamora in a naked sequence. This scene was actually shown in the trailer of Guardians of the Galaxy Vol. 1. Now, some of you might be thinking, wait, Marvel would never show such a scene, but hold on, think about it. Was there really anything to see? No, I don't mean it that way. Anyway, this scene never made it to the final cut, but even if it had, it wouldn't have made much difference to the movie. Anyway, let's snap out of our dream world and move on to the next deleted scene. If we talk about The Incredible Hulk, it originally had an opening scene where Bruce Banner isolates himself in a freezing mountain range to take his own life. But just as he pulls the trigger, the beast inside him prevents him from doing it. He transforms into the Hulk and destroys the entire glacier. Now, the biggest shocker here is that Captain America was also involved in this scene. Some of you might be wondering, wait, how? Well, when Captain America completed his mission and got frozen in ice, he actually ended up right there. When Hulk smashed the glacier, S.H.I.E.L.D. discovered Cap's frozen body. That's how they found him, and that's why we later see him being rescued in the Avengers. Before we move on to the next deleted scene, here's a quick question for you. Which movie introduced nanotechnology first? Some of you might say, dude, it was Infinity War because Iron Man used a nanotech suit. Others might argue, Star-Lord's helmet also works on nanotechnology. Well, technically, both answers are correct, but the first time nanotechnology was supposed to be shown was in Iron Man 2. There was a deleted scene where Tony Stark created a nanoball and tested it on Pepper. When he threw it at her, it expanded like nanoparticles and covered her entire hand. But then Pepper, being Pepper,
I don't want to play with your ball.
Now, let's talk about Thor: The Dark World. There was a deleted scene where we see the warriors bow in respect as their new king takes the throne. And that king was none other than Loki. But wait, don't get too excited. It was all an illusion. Loki had created a fake version of Asgard using his magic. Moving on to Avengers: Age of Ultron, you might remember the scene where Captain America was introducing new Avengers like Sam Wilson and Vision. Well, Captain Marvel was originally supposed to be in that scene too, but they decided not to introduce such a big character this way. Honestly, if she had debuted there, it would have had a huge impact on Civil War. Now, let's discuss Infinity War. They showed Hulk in the trailers, but then didn't include him in the final movie. In Infinity War, there was a scene where Hulk and Bruce Banner were arguing inside the Hulkbuster armor. Speaking of Endgame, the darkest deleted scene showed Thanos realizing what was going to happen to him in the future. So, he decided to hunt down the Avengers and brutally murder them. When he traveled to the present, he threw Captain America's severed head in front of them. Marvel never showed this scene because of PG-13 restrictions, but if they had, it would have been insanely brutal. Another deleted scene involved everyone kneeling to pay respect to Iron Man after he snapped his fingers. As an Iron Man fan, I really wanted this scene to be included. It was so heart-touching, but apparently they removed it because Gamora was standing there looking confused, wondering, why is everyone kneeling? I'm out of here. Lastly, there was an emotional deleted scene where Tony met his grown-up daughter in the soul world after snapping his fingers. This was such a beautiful moment, and honestly, I don't know why the filmmakers cut it. If they had kept it, it would have been one of the most emotional scenes in the entire MCU. Before ending, I just want to say something. Every creator dreams of growing their channel, but when I get your comments, it changes my entire world. I don't have anything more to give you than my heartfelt thank you.